Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good day, wherever you are in the whole world. My name is Bukola Bicroft Shofola, and this is Psych Health once again. Today we'll be discussing an interesting topic. Oh, guess what it is? This is a topic that really has affected and they mean a lot of people's mental health. That topic is bullying. Yes, bullying. Bullying is the topic we're discussing today. And of course, in our discussion, we'll talk about what bullying is and what it is not, and the difference between bullying and confidence or self-confidence. It's a thin line. We'll be discussing the difference between bullying and self-confidence. Now, a bully uses intimidation and aggression to get things done. A confident person or self-confident person is somebody who believes and has an assurance in their abilities and what they can do, what they can achieve, and how they can achieve it. You can see it's not the same thing. Though sometimes I'm sure a lot of us, especially amongst our colleagues or in the office, in the workspace, we have identified someone who we have mistakenly labeled as a bully. No, I need you to look at that person as you're seated listening to me and begin to see the difference. Is this person confident in what they can do? Is it that they have this strong self-assurance in who they are? Now let's see the difference between bullying and self-confidence or confidence. A bully uses aggression and intimidation to get work done. They have a project, they need to speak to you, they need to get things done. No apologies. They usually will intimidate you or become aggressive when they see that you don't want to get it done. Now, for self-confident people, they have just the assurance and assurance in their abilities that they can perform and do things and get the work done. That is totally different from being a bully. Now, I want you to remember, I want you to imagine your workspace, your class, your family, your environment. Remember, just look at that person that you probably thought, was a bully, or somebody you probably thought were just showing self-confidence. And as I've just given you the difference between the two, I need you to look at it and begin to look in your mind and begin to dissect who this person truly is. Now, when you now have a boss who is a bully, now how do you handle this? Number one, find their trigger moment. Then let me put it to you. What the weakness of a bully is. You'll be surprised. Let's take a break. When we come back, I'll tell you what that is. Welcome back to Psych Health. It's still me, Bukola Bicroft Shofola. Remember, we're discussing the very sensitive topic. Bullying. Now, there's something, like I was saying or talking about before we went on break, that a bully or an average bully, this very little tiny secret they do not want you to know. And that is the fact that they lack self-esteem and they do not have confidence in them at all. So don't get it twisted. You have somebody who is a bully in your office, you think, oh, they have... Underneath that insecurity is is a bowl of low self-esteem and lack of confidence. And that is what the bullying attitude is, something they use to try to cover up for that inadequacy. Now, when you look at it that way, the truth is they can be corrected, they can be held, and they can be brought back to become very confident people who are going to be the loveliest of the environment through behavior modification and proper training. Now, another thing I want to talk about before I leave is how to react and how to handle a boss that is a bully. How do you handle a bully boss or a bullying boss? What do you have to do? Number one, find their trigger moment, because you do not want to go to work or wake up early in the morning and then you just don't feel like going to work. You're going to be seeing that man and that woman again. Find their trigger moment. It could be not wanting to find a dirty cup on the table. In fact, the fact that you have harmed yourself with an information of, they lack self-confidence and they have low self-esteem should also help you. So sometimes when they throw tantrums, you know what it is. And most of the time, what you also don't realize is that your self-confidence, your achievement, your being able to do what you're doing is a sign of it's something that intimidates them and brings that reaction in them. So you need to find their trigger moment and ensure that you avoid it. Number 2, face them. Yes, face them. Now, facing them is not slapping them or beating them or knocking their heads, and it is not being rude towards your boss, except if you have another job somewhere. It is speaking to them, having a meeting with them to discuss the fact that you do not like how they address issues with you and you feel that it is bullying. Now, because of the expanding world of work, the word bullying is a very sensitive word in most workplaces, and in most workplaces, they even tell you to do whistle blowing. So most bosses do not want to be found in that corner. Then also, for your own mental health, ensure that you maintain your self-esteem and you maintain confidence in all that you do. Now, before I leave, if you are an employee or a colleague or a friend who have low self-esteem, you might easily think that somebody who has confidence is a bully. You need to separate it. You need to develop your own esteem. You need to ensure that you believe in your abilities. You need to also put yourself out there. You're putting yourself behind or under the table does not serve the world. Neither is it doing you any good. So put yourself out there. Ensure you develop your self-esteem. Ensure you do things that helps you increase your self-esteem by ensuring that you latch yourself onto projects that succeed. When you're given a project, you ensure that that project succeeds. You get your self-esteem built as such. I hope I've been able to give you a tidbit, very little tidbit, on what bullying is and what it is not. My name remains Bukola Shofola, and I'll see you next time on Psych Health. Enjoy.